galaxy107 FM and Undercover, Every Breath You Take, way back 1995 here at Galaxy. Nice to have everybody on board. Now, kind of blew the entry there with the headphone thing. So let me welcome everybody on board, really. It is such a pleasure to have you because today we're in two different parts of, well, you could call them two countries, maybe even one, because they both fly the same flag, if you know what I mean. So we're going to be catching up with the band Renzita today, and I'm really, really excited because we're talking not only to Renzita, everybody knows who Renzita is, we're talking to Randy. Now, initially we were supposed to be talking to Renzita, but Randy's been looking at some of these interviews, feel sorry for him, I really do, and decided he wanted to jump on in there, so we're going to welcome both of those. But before anything, got to welcome you guys along, really. Nice to have you on board, it really, really is. If you're a first-time viewer, then why not do this? Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell notifications when we do get important people like the band Renzita. Believe me, I'm absolutely loving this band, I really, really am. As an engineer, I just love to be able to break music down. I love this one, I really do. So let's get it underway. Sub, why not subscribe? Become part of the family. We call it noise here at Galaxy, simply because you do have a voice. Believe me, we get your votes, we get your mail, we get your texts, all the medias, literally we do, and we take notice. That's how we structure a lot of our shows here at Galaxy. It really, really is. And believe me, you've been asking for Renzita from the day we started playing. Today's the day. We're going to get it done. We really are. Let's kick it off. And I'm absolutely loving this. Kill Another Piece of Me right here at Galaxy. Gosh, it's hot. So, how are we feeling, guys? We good?
Yeah. You know, it's funny because Kill Another Piece of Me is the very first track that her and I worked on together. I had that song written and recorded. I had the vocal track, the chorus and the pre-chorus done and recorded, and I didn't know what else to do with it. I just knew I couldn't sing it. And
oh, you're breaking up there, bro. You are. Renzita, you're not a national American Canadian, are you? You come from another country altogether, don't you?
Me, I'm in Canada. I'm totally Canadian. I was born in Canada.
Okay, I was told that you came from Poland.
No.
Yeah, I don't know where they would have got that one
from.
from.
My dad was from Germany, but I was born in Canada.
Okay. Well,
I'm Canadian.
Okay, well, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive you for that. It's okay.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, boot it. There it is.
No, I'm proud to be Canadian.
Very cool.
Canadian.
Very cool. I see Michael Zdanowicz is watching. Nice to have Mike on board. It really, really is, coming out of Orlando, Florida. He's also with Galaxy Class Entertainments. Folks, if you ever want any assistance with your band in any way, either get in touch with Barbara here or get in touch with Galaxy Class Entertainments, ask for Michael Zdanowicz and say Grant sent you. Okay? Believe me, he will do you a good turn. Nice to have you on board, Mike. I see the boss is watching as well. Better be good. Better be good. So, what's the weather like in Canada?
Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful today. It's probably 68, sunny, blue sky.
Okay, because you're just coming into summer now, aren't you?
Spring. It's spring here.
Okay. Do you do spring cleaning?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, me too.
But I'd rather be working on music than cleaning.
Yeah, well, this is true, but, you know, every now and again you've got to get your springs out and give them a little polish up. You know, they might get rusty or something. You never know. Gosh, and you're in El Paso, Randy?
Yes, sir.
How long you been there?
Yeah. About 25-ish years now. I'm originally from Seattle, Washington.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So I've been almost 25 years I've been down here now.
Okay. Very
So.
cool. You wouldn't know it by my accent, but I was actually born in Phoenix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've
Wow, that's awesome.
been here since I'm about almost 2 years of age, so I kind of assimilated. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you're a transplant, so yeah.
Yeah.
New Zealand transplant.
Yeah. To be brutally honest with you, my parents gave me away. They did, literally.
They knew something.
But they knew something.
Yeah.
Did they? Well, no, Dad got called up for the Vietnam War. He was here working and he got called up to go to the Vietnam War. And he thought this was the safest country in the world, so he left me here. Yay. I ended up with a coal miner guy who blew stuff up for a living. Interesting life. It was an interesting life. It really was. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
There's some good stories there, I bet.
Oh, I could tell you some beauties.
Yeah, I'm writing a book.
Yeah, believe me, I've had 3 near-death experiences in my life, and the first one I ever had was my father literally blowing me up. Gotta go. Get this done. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Too busy talking, I think, and not enough keeping an eye on the system. Sorry about that, boss. Really, really am. Today we're talking to, of course, Randy and Renzita from the band Renzita. Now, welcome along to Galaxy, guys. Nice to have you both on board. And my first question to you, literally, is where did the name Renzita come from?
Well, we couldn't really decide on a name. We kicked a few around, and I think it was Renzita that actually said, well, let's just combine our name, because I go by Rands, short for Randy, and Renzita, she's like, why don't we just squash it together and call it Renzita? I'm like, why not? And that's where it came from.
Very, very cool. Now, got to welcome you on board, especially Randy. Nice to have you on board, sir. And Renzita, you're a superstar here at Galaxy. I got to be honest with you. People identify, especially Bad You, with the voiceover you gave us that we attached to everything, and everybody's loving it, literally. So I'm going to talk about that very shortly. But first of all, we opened up the show with Kill Another Piece of Me. Randy, I think you better tell me all about this, because this is a fantastic piece of work.
Yeah. Well, it was our first collaboration together. We had met collaborating with another artist. She was doing the vocal work, and I was doing some lead guitar work on it. And that was the first time I'd heard her sing, and I was just amazed by her music and the vocals. It's like, I'm like, would you be interested in doing some vocal work, writing some lyrics? And I got to hear back from her. When she sent it back, I was blown away, and that just kind of laid the foundation of what we're doing now.
You know, I kind of got the gist of that. You kind of broke up halfway through that, and at the end of it, so believe me, I kind of understand that. Chris Andreas is watching us as well. Nice to have you on board, Chris. Sonny Morgan is back again. I love you, my friend. I really, really do. You seem to be addicted to our interviews, and good on you for doing so as well. So thank you for watching. Now, Renzita, believe me, absolutely love your skills as a front of the stage singer. How long have you been doing this?
Well, my background is actually, I don't know, I've been singing all my life, and I have a strong background with blues. That's where I get the raunch from. And also I'm singing all kinds of cover bands. Blues bands, rock bands, original bands. And then along came Randy and turns my world inside out and upside down in the best possible way. This is the best collaboration I've ever had in my life.
Well,
I cannot, there's no words for what we do. It's just happened.
Well,
Thanks to him asking me.
I've had you described as one of the queens of hard rock here at Galaxy, literally, and that's a great title. It really, really is. So well done there. A number of times now you've been the chosen band of the week, literally the hottest band of the week, playing on our radio station, and that doesn't happen by sheer chance. Literally, it's the amount of people that keep requesting your music that gets you right there. Now, believe me, wonderful idea right from the start. Let me tell you about this, is that it is really not easy getting played here at Galaxy. It really, really isn't. Barbara, for instance, gets about 200 submissions of music a day that she has to go through. Now, don't forget, a lot of it is based on the interviews that we do, literally. So we've got to condense it right on down. We can only do so many in a week. You know what I mean? So Barbara is very, very, let me put it this way, selective in who we get to play here at Galaxy. And literally, we have the moniker of saying that we have only the best indie artists in the world, literally, and we're very, very proud of that moniker. Once it gets past Barbara, it goes to production, and Barbara sort of whittle it down again, because it's got to be approved by our board. And our board is only interested in one thing, and that is our image. It's got to work well with our image, you know what I mean? After it does that, it comes to me. Barbara hands it to me on a USB device that literally I Bluetooth in my car. Now, reason for that is, when we first started out doing this, a lot of people were saying, play this band, play that band, play this band, play that band. And I was getting influenced by an outside opinion rather than my own opinion. Now, as I said to you earlier on, I've been an engineer and have travelled with bands a good portion of my life, literally. So I have an ear for what I want to be able to have a listen to, literally. Having said that, at the same time, I'm the one doing the interview, so I want to know who and what I'm listening to and how I'm going to be able to talk to these people. That's annoying sometimes, it really is. But it really is. But having said that, the reason why I play you in my car, literally, is simply I can't be influenced by anybody else. But the second thing is, nobody else wants to drive with me. I kid you not, it's true. Nobody wants to drive. My wife won't even get in the car with me.
What's the real reason for that?
He's a maniac.
Yeah, I like to drive sideways. Now,
we need to hang out.
Exactly. Well, there you go, Randy. You see, we're in between three major cities, only a matter of minutes away. One's about 35 minutes away. The furthest one away is about an hour and a half. And major cities too, by the way. But we're in a tiny little forestry mill town in between these, right? We came from all of our staff literally came from the biggest city in New Zealand, Auckland, down here, purely an economical reason. Why? You know what I mean? We can broadcast around the world from anywhere in the world, but at the same time, why pay mega dollars in Auckland when you can come to a smaller kind of gathering of people and pay a better price? So that's what we did. Purely was an economical move, but that didn't stop us making a world impact at the same time. And when we first started doing this, we were kind of hoping we might have 10 people that might be listening. You know what I mean? Just last weekend, we actually surpassed our 10th anniversary, our 10th birthday, and I'll give you an idea of how many people are online listening to this. At the end of this, I think you'll be really, really surprised, to be honest. But I digress. At the same time, the first song I actually ever heard of yours was Supernova Love, Space Age Love Song. Now, believe me, I'm absolutely loving this track, and it was the one track that I stopped the car, literally turned up the stereo and decided, want to have another listen to this, in fact, and I'm not going to admit too much, but I actually cracked a cold one while I was listening to it because I thought it was good enough to be able to listen to.
Yeah. There you go.
I want to know.
Like that.
I want to know everything about Supernova Love, Space Age Love song. I think you guys better tell me all about this track.
Go ahead, Renzita, because I don't know if my connection will last long enough to.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, Space Age Love Song was written by the same guy. The other song where Brandy and me met, I was working with a guy he's from England. And Randy and me were both on the same musician's website called Drupal. Okay, it was like the social media, like Facebook for musicians. Okay, but Randy and me did not know each other. I was writing with this other guy, Kevin Renshaw. I wrote the lyrics. He sent me the music. I wrote the song, and Kevin did it. And then when Randy and me met through Kevin for what we're doing now, Renzita, I showed Randy Space Age Love Song, and he said, let's go and let's redo it. So Randy did his own special magic to the song, and we redid Space Age Love Song.
Well, I reached out to Kevin because I've worked with Kevin for a while, and I reached out to him and asked him, hey, will you give me your blessing to do my own version of that song? And he gave us his blessing. So, yeah.
That's really, really cool. And just been told that there's been so far 167 countries tuned into this interview and 5,294 cities around the world. So you guys are superstars. Couldn't ask for better.
Give me a minute. I'm going to learn how to say thank you in all those languages real quick. So just give me a minute. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, why are you taking that moment?
Thank you so much to everybody listening.
Really?
We love you.
Well, I tell you what. Why are you taking that moment? Here is Renzita with Supernova Love Space Age Love Song at Galaxy. Hey? You win. You do win. Yes, you do. Well done. How you feeling, guys? You okay?
Yeah, I got a quick question for you, Grant.
Sure.
Since you're an engineer, how are the mixes translating when you're playing them? Are they all right? Are they distorting or anything? Are they playing okay?
Well, the mixes are doing okay. It's just, if you want me to be brutally honest,
Sure.
The voice drop that Renzita did, great voice drop, is just too much music and drowns out the message.
Okay.
Okay. If we could have backed that off and brought her vocals up a bit more, wouldn't have a problem. But we are managing to be able to get it played at least every ad break through the breakfast show.
Yeah. Okay, so the vocals need a slight boost.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just a little bit. Look, I'm not picking holes at all. We're playing, and we're grateful to have whatever you will give us. We really appreciate it.
Well, no, but especially with somebody with your experience, because I don't get much feedback on what we're doing in terms of the production. I don't get hardly any.
Right.
So any time I can ask somebody that's playing it or has experience, it's yeah. I would pick your brain for hours if you and I sat down and have a beer.
Oh, believe me, I would be more than happy to be able to discuss everything. Believe me, you'd have a ball. Absolutely. I just got to ask you though, have you got the engineer's curse yet?
Oh, you mean as far as I can't listen to music without dissecting it? Yeah, exactly.
You're going to have that for the rest of your life now.
I've been told.
Yeah, believe me. And it is a curse. It really is. Once upon a time, you listen to music as a fan, as just listening to music. But once you start engineering, the whole demographic changes. And it changes for life.
Oh, yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
And I talk to a lot of engineers. Each and every one of them are just like that.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yep. Yeah, I start listening for placements and everything else, snare cutting through, all of it. I sit there and try to dissect it, and then the bands that I like, that I feel are in our demographic, I listen to how they're producing their music as well, what they're doing, try to pick up some key things.
Absolutely. Oh, I feel sorry for you, bro. Welcome to the real world.
I love it. I love every second of it, though.
Dear. Oh, gosh. Excuse me a sec. I just got to grab something.
Show around the wall.
I'm an asthmatic, so please bear with me. Dear. 35 seconds. Here we go. That's right, you're right here at galaxy107fm, and today, absolutely elated we're talking to the band Renzita and Renzita, squashed together apparently. Believe me, absolutely love that. Now, you guys have only been going since 23, but you're relatively new in the world of the music history. Where are you going to take this band from here?
That's funny. That's a conversation we just had last night. So we're waiting to see what demographically. She's in Canada. I'm in the U.S. We're waiting to see how much momentum it's picking up. If it picks up enough, we will probably put together an actual band and start doing performances. I'll probably assemble the band here. And get all the music together, and then it'll just be easy for her to come down, step in, and do what she does. So we're just waiting to see what the momentum's like right now.
Absolutely understand that. I really do. At the same time, technology these days, how fantastic is it to be in two different countries, if you will, one in Canada, one in America, and be able to produce such absolutely off-the-hook music. I absolutely love it, I do. Got to say,
thank you, man.
Got to say hi to Troy Tipton as well. Nice to have you on board, Troy. And will he be sober? Hey, buddy, how are you? Nice to have you on board. It really is. Pass on hi to Dwayne for me, won't you? Please. Now, having said that, we only got in a song just very recently. We actually finished this morning's breakfast show playing it, Bigger Than Life. Now, which one of you is bigger than life?
That's her. That's Renzita.
Okay, Renzita, I think you better explain this. How did you get to be bigger than life?
Explain. I'll put this the only way I can. I'm the luckiest person in the world to be working with that guy. I don't know what it is. He throws me these amazing tracks. My brain just clicks in. And he's taught me so much in a year, like amazing. He can make me cry. This guy has taught me so much about music, about writing, about putting something together. And it's unbelievable what we got together. That's all I can say. It's such a beautiful thing. It's the once in a lifetime thing when I go with this guy. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. Again, we closed off this morning's breakfast show, and I'm not kidding. We had over 900 requests for it, and we were more than absolutely honoured to play it. We really were. So, this has yet to be released, hasn't it?
Correct. Yeah. As I mentioned, we're still promoting My Sick Addiction, but we're already about 8 songs done into the follow-up album, which will be called Dimensional Destiny. And this is one of the tracks. We just want to share it because we're kind of excited about it. Yeah.
Well, I got to be honest with you. We've literally only played it maybe 2 or 3 times. It's that new that, believe me, it is causing a sensation in its own right. And
that's incredible. That's amazing. That's amazing.
We're really, really excited to be able to say to the world right now that brand new is Renzita, Bigger Than Life on Galaxy. Gosh. How you feeling, guys? You okay?
I'm blown away by the things you're telling me about our songs, man. I'm not used to that.
Well,
I'm not used to that type of response. Yeah, I'm just not.
Let me give you a little a fill-in. As I said, we're currently in 167 countries in the world, literally. Almost every English-speaking country anyway, and some that aren't, which really confuses me, but hey, I'll take it anyway. You know what I mean? But having said that, we, on average, as I said, we were lucky when we first started this to think that we were going to get about 10 people to be involved in this. You know what I mean? On average these days, we're getting between 4 to 6 million people an hour.
Golly, man, that's insane.
Wow.
And these
That's insane.
That's incredible. Wow. We're like so amazed that we're on a radio program that you got your program is that big. Wow.
Yeah, we
That's amazing. That's like a dream come true. Wow.
but Renzita, let's be honest, we're very humbled about this because this is not about us. This is about you. This is about your band. This is about your music. This is about the world listening and appreciating and letting us know this. You know what I mean? We're just a humble purveyor at the end of the day. But once we've finished this, don't go anywhere because you are going to get a copy of everything we do today. In fact, there's people going to be taking photos and everything as well. Barbara's going to make it into a movie for you, which you'll probably get over the next day or so. But this is not where we finish with our advertising and promotions of you. We have a little proposal for you that you may consider very, very shortly. Barney is online. Wow. Hello. Nice to have you on board, Barney. It really, really is. I see Sean Adams and Terry Williams is in there as well. Nice to have you on board. Yep, absolutely. So we've got a few things to discuss later. Are you familiar with the Galaxy Artist Facebook page?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm on there.
Use it, use it, use it, use it. It's free for everybody except for businesses. Okay? Because if you're going to advertise your business with us, at least share the love. That's my opinion anyway. But for artists, everything we do is free. We won't charge you for playing. We won't charge you for promotions. We won't charge you for a damn thing because artists are struggling as it is. Why the hell rip the hell out of people like that?
That's amazing. That's amazing that you do that. That's awesome. That really is.
And as I said, once we get through with this, I've got a couple of things I want to talk to you about that you may be very, very interested. But I don't care if you've got a new song, a new lyric, a new video, you're going to the opening of a shoebox, use the Galaxy Artist page because there is so many people looking there, and it could be anybody from a promoter to just a general fan. You know what I mean? The more times that they get to know who the hell you are, the more times they'll go and look at your music, download your music, pay for products, everything like that.
Excellent point. Excellent point. Yeah.
Other than that, if you've got a t-shirt with your brand on it, and today I'm wearing, of course, the Bros, please send me a copy. I'd be more than honoured to wear your brand while I'm doing this because, and this actually does work. Drown again too, by the way. Hi to Frank, Rob, Eric, everybody. While we're doing these interviews, people are on the interwebby thing looking at who I'm wearing, and before you know it, you've sold a multitude of t-shirts, products, picks, guitars, everything, whatever's for sale, they'll buy it. You know what I mean? So
Now, we haven't got any promo stuff yet, actually. No T-shirts, no nothing.
oh, get on to that. Believe me, we'll help sell it
I
for
got
you.
my button here.
We'll help sell it for you. Anyway.
Hey.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy107fm, and this morning we're talking to the band Renzita. One member coming out of Canada, one member coming out of El Paso, Texas, and the technology that puts this together is just fantastic. But take nothing away. Believe me, Randy is an absolute genius in his own right. He's going to learn this over the next few years. But recognised by this also is Renzita. And believe me, what a wonderful, wonderful artist she is. Now, got to say hi to Barney as well. Nice to have you on board, Barney. Say hi, please, to Anselm. It's been a while. We must catch up. Having said that, guys, we must move on. And your most requested track to date is Bad, Bad You. We were getting and turning over the numbers when we very first got this. In fact, I think you were hottest artist of the week a couple of weeks in a row. But then we added Renzita's vocals over top. Boys in production, they're not bad, actually. They're pretty good at what they do. Of course, I'm talking about Gonzo and Toblerone. Yeah, no. The reason why we call them that, people are asking already, why do we call them Gonzo and Toblerone? Well, one guy's got a Gonzo on his desk. Henceforth, he's going to get, yeah, okay. And the other one likes chocolate. Right. We get it. Okay, we're there. That's why I call them that. They're my pet names for these guys. But they do such a great job. And when we added Renzita's voiceover to the track and started playing it, people started identifying with it and knowing who and what to ask for. Logically, right? So it went literally from the low 800s, now climbing out of the stratosphere at 5,712 requests to date. I see you every breakfast show. You don't cease to fail me. It is such a pleasure to have you guys there. I think you guys better explain all about Bad, Bad You.
Go ahead, Renzita.
Okay. Well, that one, after we did Come and Have a Piece of Me, Randy sent me this track. I heard the guitar, and it hit me. It's like I knew what to do with it. Some tracks I knew what to do with it. It took me, usually it takes me about 3 days to come up. I have an initial idea, then I write like a banshee, paper and pencil. I have to do it that way. I can't type on a computer. I wrote, I refine it, I write, I refine it, I send it to Randy, and then I just wait to see what he said. And that was it.
Well,
and then we switched, change, and
this one literally connects with our audience every day. Literally, now, as I said to you, we are
That's
a
amazing.
global station. We're not just an FM station, which would, basically cover New Zealand. We literally are in every country in the world, and, every English-speaking one anyway, and some that aren't. But believe me, people are identifying with this more so I think because of the voiceovers that we've added over top of it, you know what I mean? People now know who to ask for and the track at the same time. Kind of hoping any new music in the future, maybe, just maybe, you might add a few voice drops with it that we can work with and get that together so that we can continue.
Yeah, I'll make sure I put a tag on it.
Brilliant.
Send you a tag. Yes.
Absolutely brilliant. But in the meantime, let's move on here at Galaxy as Renzita and Randy. Renzita all together with Bad Bad You on Galaxy. That we can work with and get that together so that we can continue.
Yeah, I'll make sure I put a tag on it.
Brilliant.
Send you a tag. Yes.
Absolutely brilliant. But in the meantime, let's move on here at Galaxy as Renzita and Randy. Renzita all together with Bad Bad You on Galaxy.
This is Renzita from the band Renzita, and you're listening to our single Bad Bad You.
Turn it up loud. Galaxy FM.
Okay, I got you. Okay. All right. Now I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. Have you not received a copy of what we did?
No, I have not.
Okay, I'll get back.
I mean, I tune into your guys' show through Facebook, and right away, just to compliment you, I love the way you guys format. You know, like with the camera on it, just the
Froze up again.
Yeah. Believe me.
it's cool.
That's all Barbara's genius, to be very honest. What she does is just absolutely brilliant. But believe me, we absolutely love doing this, and we love meeting new artists, new talent, and as I say, we only have a certain amount of time in a week to be able to do these, or and in a month, and of course we've got to give it a decent promotion before we do the interview, so we've got to play it a number of times. So we've really got to be vicious, and getting to the point of us playing your music on the radio is phenomenal in its own right. To get an interview is damn near impossible. So I've got to congratulate you. You guys are walking the golden path right now.
Well, thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you so much for promoting us. Wow, for having us on and, you know, playing us like you do. And it's amazing.
Well, we have a couple of ideas that we'd like to talk to you about after this. And I will say, believe me, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay? I really do. At the same time, I will give you the stats of how many people were tuned in to the interview once we've finished this as well. There's no point in giving it to you exactly now because it's still going up. You know what I mean? And I can tell you that without even looking at it. No, I can. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Excuse me.
So you said you've been doing it 10 years now? You guys have been doing this?
For Galaxy. I've been a radio announcer for, 40-something years. If I tell you how many, believe me, I think I'm only 21. It's just that this doesn't tell the truth. You know what I mean?
Hey, I know the feeling. You know, it's just be yourself. Don't worry about what other people think. That's my mantra.
Exactly.
Mine turned gray literally in my 20s, so yeah.
Oh, well, that happens. It really does happen. No, honestly, it's, for me, I've only been grey for the last number of years. I think it's since we've put this radio station together, to be honest.
Awesome.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to Randy and to Renzita from the band Renzita. And believe me, absolutely love the work that Renzita is producing right now. So, guys, I know that we've released a brand spanking new song, and Bigger Than Life, and believe me, this is going to be released around the world very, very shortly, but just wondering, anything new in the can that we might be able to catch up on in the near future?
The album, the new upcoming album, we're working on that tirelessly as we speak. And then, as we mentioned earlier, depending on the momentum, we're gonna, in the geographics and stuff, we want to put a physical band together. That's the ultimate goal, is to get an actual band together and get out there and start getting in front of people.
Well, you never know. I may know a couple of people that might be able to help you out with that as well, if I may suggest a few ideas. But that does unfortunately bring us to the end of another very, very interesting interview. All I'm going to say is, will you come back again?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. If you'll have us, absolutely.
We would absolutely love to be able to carry on and have a follow-up interview with you guys. Anytime you're going to send us some new music, pass it through to Barbara and we'll work something out so that we can get you back here and doing more interviews with you. I'm absolutely loving this, I really am. So I got to thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your day to be able to talk to us humbly down here in New Zealand. And please don't go anywhere just yet, because we do have a couple of things that we do now. Basically, we're going to take some photos, add those to the movie. Have you guys ever been a cartoon before?
Cartoon? No.
That's a loaded question.
Well, you're going to be now. I can tell you that Barbara's going to make at least a couple of these photos into cartoons and stuff like that. Believe me.
Okay, awesome. Sure.
Funny story here. Something you may find funny anyway. About an hour away is Rotorua. Mm-hmm. Yep. From where we are right now, and I was just randomly in this supermarket buying a few supplies while I was waiting for the wife to go and do her shopping and stuff. And this little old lady in front of me, doing her weekly shopping by the looks of it, she was just piling stuff through. She's standing there smiling at me from time to time, and I thought, it's nice, hello. And as you do, while you're standing there, trying not to look at anybody or anything. And she kept staring at me, and it was getting a little uncomfortable in the end. I sort of looked at her and went, "Can I help you?" And she goes, "You look nothing like your cartoon." Now, how random is that, being in a strange city, literally, and it's this little old lady staring at you going, "You look nothing like your cartoon." All I could say is thank you. Thank you.
Recognized you. That's very good.
Yeah, she did. She really did. So, but later on, I actually found out that she does watch these interviews and stuff as well. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I understand where that comes from. I really do. But it was just a random thing. It was really kind of took me by surprise. So you never know what happens when these things are doing. In the meantime, guys, don't go anywhere. We will get back to regular programming and have a very happy and successful day. Literally, catch myself and Barbara on air tomorrow morning between 5:30 in the morning and 10 o'clock. Barbara's going to say 5:30, but I'm saying 5:30 because I'll usually be here anyway. And I make her first cup of tea in the morning, so she's grateful. Having said that, see you then. From me, it's happy radio, everyone. Stay safe.